Hello and welcome back to the Remembering Tuscola webcast. I'm David Porter. I'm here with my co-hosts to introduce them, Mike Carroll and Bill Englehardt, or as I like to say, the reason I'm in therapy. Mike Carroll is, we hear a lot in the news about fact checking.
That's a good one.
Mike Carroll is a fact checker. He checks his facts at the door.
Did you say fat checker? F-A-T?
Fact.
Another pun of yours?
Hey, I worked hard on these introductions. Let me finish them.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Hey, you're rolling. Don't let us stop you.
You got Bill Englehardt there. Bill's parents knew that he would go far. They just wish he had stayed there. That's all of my
Bill was in high school. Bill was voted most likely to succeed.
Yeah.
And he went to work for Decal. He fulfilled the prophecy.
There you go.
Bill has a statement he wants to give right
Bill has
now.
a statement.
Well, I watched the news this week, and these Kelso brothers, the football players. Kelsey.
Yeah.
Did you see what they're getting paid for their podcast?
100 million.
Something like that. I think we need a raise.
Well, we're not quite as dumb as those.
I hear you, Bill, and I tell you right now, I will double your salary.
Oh, well, that should help out.
Yeah, you made Bill very happy.
Yes, you did.
You'll be like Jethro. I'm a double lot spy. What's the double lot? 2 oughts?
2 oughts.
Speaking of
that's it. I mean, it's these Kelsey brothers get paid this big salary.
Well, we're influencers.
Unbelievable.
We're influencers.
Well, I guess.
I don't know who we influence.
And they said the salary is because of all the people they have to have while they're talking.
Oh, no. It's
sad
because one of them's
people.
dating Taylor Swift.
That's it.
If he wasn't dating Taylor Swift, they'd be getting $10.
They wouldn't be doing a podcast, I don't think.
Speaking of podcasts, I was at dinner the other day and I ran into Aaron Gillison, who is the owner.
Our sponsor.
Yeah, owner of Elite Builders that sponsors our show.
Is he happy with the return on his investment?
Well, I don't know about his return, but he was very complimentary of the webcast, says he watches it every week. So hello, Aaron.
Thank you.
Says he went back.
Aaron was a student of mine at, I was his principal when he got out of the 8th grade.
He said he recently went back and watched the Fred Holste webcast again and thinks that's
worth the money.
Yeah, he thought that was our best show. I think so too.
Sentimental favorite.
So if you have some time and you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Just look us up. Remembering Tuscola Today, Fred Holste.
What was that, 5 years ago?
I don't know.
How long ago was
I've
that?
lost track.
I just remember Howard walking in and I thought, go on in, Howard, and he froze.
Yeah.
He got that camera freeze. Howard's a great guy.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew we were.
Think of all the guys we missed.
Oh.
Grimmy?
Oh, yeah.
Grimbo?
We've lost several.
It was fun when we went live. I know it's almost impossible to go live now and do this kind of format, but in our earlier format, we talked about news in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
We could go live and people would actually. I remember one gal told me to quit grooming on air. I thought, well, grooming. What do I groom? I just feel like that.
How do you?
Well, it must have been that time you were
cucumber.
I think it was that time you were picking your nose, but you got Becky to do that for you now.
Yeah. Well, stuff's up there, and how does it come out? I mean, you got to get it out, don't you?
David, we're getting older. We go to the doctor every week.
Every week we got something.
Gee, man, we
have
a list.
We got our blood checked. We're out of veins.
Yeah,
we're out of veins.
It's not for sissies, is it?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But it doesn't last forever, so that's.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's good.
There's only one way out.
There's one way out.
Yeah.
The door slams one way.
I hope you've got some nice pictures.
Yeah, we're ready for some pictures.
You know, I tried to do a different year, but they're so many of the newer ones are on 35 millimeter and they just don't scan well. So
Well, keep doing the old ones then.
I did some older ones. These are from 1962 this week.
Ooh,
Um,
good year.
but we want to buy a negative scanner that will scan those 35 millimeters better. So if you're wanting to help out and want to sponsor our show and help pay for a scanner, let me know. We're always looking for sponsors.
There goes our raise.
What does the scanner cost, by the way? Maybe Bill will pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, there's different ones. I mean, you could get one for a few $100, but the one I'd like to get is probably $1,200.
Well,
we'll see if we can work that into our budget.
Yeah. If Fred and Howard were here, they'd pay for it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Our fans will open up their pocketbooks for this. We have quite a following. What, 20, 10,
5
followers.
Give me 4. Anybody give me 3.
We do a little better than you think we do.
Yeah.
I've had no comments this week because one, haven't been out of the house too hot.
We were funny last week. We laughed a lot last week. Didn't we?
Well, I thought you and I laugh all the time, but
we could laugh at a sunrise.
We could find something to laugh about.
Yeah.
That's why David gets to go to therapy.
That's why, well, I think David's doing better. I noticed he's got his boots back there, like.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to die with his boots on.
No, I didn't have anything prepared to set back there this week, so saw my boots sitting on the floor, and so I'm not wearing any shoes right now. So
well, that's good. That's good.
I am wearing pants, so
well, don't groom yourself.
Don't want to. I got a haircut.
Yeah,
it's big news. It was way overdue.
Well,
1962 was a good year, wasn't it?
I go get a haircut. And you know what she says every time? How do you want to cut?
Yeah. What?
How do you want to cut?
How do you want it cut?
I'm bald.
It's hard about the beard.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. I know that.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Tuscola swimming pool. Long time ago, wasn't it?
Torpedoes.
Well, this was before the torpedoes.
Yeah.
This is, I said pre-torpedoes, I said. 62.
Why don't these people look familiar?
Because they're out of town.
It could be. Gary Brewer says summer swim lessons. They would bus kids in from Arcola and Arthur as well as Tuscola, all coordinated with the Red Cross. And I took swim lessons there.
Wasn't Gary a lifeguard? He was a swimmer.
Yeah, he was a lifeguard.
He floated real good.
One time he did.
He's thin as a rail. He drops like a rock.
Yeah. I think these are out of town.
Being heavy, Gary Brewer and I were big as young kids. He was nicknamed Porky. I was big. We would be good on the Titanic going down. We could probably live another hour or two.
I think you would have managed.
We could have floated. I don't recognize any of them. Now that's
Erica Steiner.
Erica Steiner in the middle. And we ought to know that boy on the left.
But we don't because he's an out of towner.
I think he is. Erica's a beautiful girl.
That's one that Greg wrecked his bike.
Well, we all wrecked our bike over Erica. We're driving along, we look back over her shoulder and we run into the back of a car parked.
She was a pretty girl.
Yeah. She dated Delbert Durrell one time. I'll talk about that.
Whoa, man. Yeah.
There they are.
Well, we see W.A. Bozar second from the left.
Arnon Bear sitting down on the left.
Yeah.
Frida Morris sitting down on the right. That's
God, next to W.A. it's Ronnie Harbaugh.
Ronnie Harbaugh, the sheriff.
Yeah.
And that is, we should know that guy here too.
Nah, I don't know him. I knew Ronnie Harbaugh well. No nicer individual than Mr. Bear. No doubt about it.
There we go. 62 swimming pool.
Whoa, time out.
On the right, on the right, that's Jane Rothgeb on the left.
That's Jane Rothgeb on the left.
Slide over to the right a little bit. Slide over. That's Jan Charnetsky, Allison Seed.
Barely in the picture on the right with the funny sunglasses.
Yeah, she was class of 62, and that might be in the middle. That's not Donna Baird, is it? No.
I can't tell who that is.
I do think it's Jane Rothke up on the left, and that's
I think
Bob.
it's Jane
And I
Rothke.
think the guy standing there is Bob Wyatt, if I had to guess.
His head's in a shadow, but he looks.
He's about 6'3".
Yeah, he's taller.
He's
If his head was up, that would be Bob Wyatt.
He was that's Wyatt, 63, class 63. I think that's Bob.
Come on.
That's who Sharon Cappy said it was. Jane Rothgeb and Bob Wyatt.
And I think it's Jan Chernetsky. You can just see her. Let me get this over here. You can just see Jan's cat's eye glasses. There you go. See this on the right? That's Jan.
Jane Rothgeb married Dennis Hackett.
Denny Hackett lives up there at Morris, Illinois, I think, or used to. Okay, there you go, Bill.
I don't know.
I started saying Marcia Graham, but that's not Marcia.
Doesn't look like Marcia.
Those are Arcola girls.
You have names?
Well, Kevin Connor said he thought the girl on the left looked like Patty Phillips.
No.
No?
No.
Don't think so.
Sorry. Sometimes we.
Wib Hole, real estate on the left.
You did real well with that one. That's good.
Well, it's just a wild guess. Oh, Wib. Who's that with him?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That sure looks like Wib. There you go. There's your guy.
There's Bill Sargent.
Bill Sargent on the right.
Now, this we're going to have to check out.
That's swimming. We got to get some of the swimmers here. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one over back row is Bobby Mattingly from Arthur. Right there.
You know what this is? I'll tell you. Bill Sargent taught school at Arthur with Jack Williams.
These are Arthur boys.
And these are Arthur boys, and you got Bobby Mattingly right.
We get some more here too.
Hang on, we'll get. There's a couple of them in there.
Should be Furchiao.
There should be a Big John Kinney's in there. Should be in there.
Jan Ray should be in there.
If he was in that. Yeah, that's Sargent.
Neil Montgomery should be there. Terry Furchiao should be there. Willoughby should be there.
Bobby Mattingly.
Bobby Mattingly. Wow.
Oh, who's that next to him? I wonder. That kid looks awfully familiar next to Bob right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you can tell by the cars, it's an old picture.
60. Well, there's a 57 Ford Custom 500 right there coming out of Ficklin Street.
Now, see, this is before the hospital was built. The old Jarman was there, but
Right.
there was a house there on that corner across the
There's
street.
a house there where the
Uh-huh.
parking lot is now.
Yeah.
There's a 57 Ford.
And this, I don't know when they moved there, but this other house on the right was my Uncle Chuck and Aunt Vi lived there.
Yeah, Dallas's.
Alice's.
They lived there for years. Elizabeth Van Voris. Oh, there's Nooch.
Yeah, there down low is Nuccio, Pat Laughlin, Gary Decent, Gary Weber, and
Maury Reese.
Maury Reese. Above that is
Mary Ann Holsty in the back.
Guess who's in between Maury and him is
Don Lane.
Donnie Lane.
Gene Furco's in the back.
Look at that. Looks like
That's Ronnie Dick.
Ronnie Dick. Yeah, there's Jane Roth.
Yeah, that's Rothgeb and married her Budden
Jeannie Furco
is in the back.
over here is Wright, Judy Landeck, Wright, Nita Bozarth. That Ann Ferguson.
That's Ann Ferguson. All the way in the back
Right, yeah.
is Oaks. Help me out. What was her
Well, there's
name?
Judy Froman right behind Elizabeth Van Voris.
You on the left or right?
Well, let's go to from the far right. lower right, I think, down here.
That's Ann Monahan.
Ann
Ferguson.
Monahan, Bozarth, Nita Bozarth, Judy Landak. Right above her, to the left, you can see half her face is Judy Froman Oaks, and I think that's Teresa Winkler, right behind Judy Landak. Slide it over. Bottom row is Barb Nuccio, Pat O'Laughlin next to him, Gary Weber, I think.
I don't know if that's Weber or not.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Weber. I think it's Maury Reese.
Maury Reese.
And then right between those two guys is Don Lane. Right above Don Lane is
Ronnie Dick.
Ronnie Dick. And there's Marianne Holsey at the top. To the right of them, at the top is
Jeannie Furco.
Jeannie Furco, not sure. Jane Rothgab. This is that Norma
Beard.
Norma Beard.
You guys are doing pretty well considering you can't even see half their faces.
No,
Well,
we're looking at their belt buckle and their shoes.
that's how well you knew kids back then.
I can't. We're not close enough to tell who the
Lifeguard is.
lifeguard is. Well, that's Kitty Quiche. Isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
That's Delta Gamma. That's Kitty
Delta
Quiche.
Gamma. You should know that.
Oh my gosh, I almost missed
Did you have that sweatshirt?
I did. She gave it to me after she went to high school.
But it took Mike a minute because she's not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
He usually recognizes
Oh, look at those toes.
toes curled over the edge.
Are those toes beautiful? Kitty Quiche. She had her hair up in a bun there.
We better move on.
There's three fine people.
There's the three aces right there.
That's doesn't get better than those folks.
Go ahead.
Well, it's W.A. Bozarth, Frida Morris, and Arnhem Bear.
Look at that sweet smile on him.
Yeah, hey, God,
All his kids were the same way.
Yep.
All the kids were the nicest kids in the world.
Yep, they were. Celeste watches the show, I think, so she'll like to see that. These are out-of-town girls, probably came with sergeants, boys.
Well, I should know some of them then.
Oh, you probably dated a
I dated
couple
a
of them.
couple of them. I'm trying to find out who I dated here.
They probably changed in 60 plus years.
Well, not much.
Hmm.
We got a big here.
Yeah. We don't even know the location of this place.
Yeah, I don't have any comments on that one. Oh, is this the embassy or is this
Yeah, it looks like embassy.
or is this where the bowling alley was, where the Moose is now?
Well, that was, when did that bowling alley? I was there in grade school, that bowling alley. When did it end?
I'm guessing embassy because over here on the board you got Bob Arrow's name on the board.
Boy, Roseanne Davis. Yeah, it's probably Arcola. What are you doing, man?
Couldn't tell if this picture was flipped or not.
It is.
I think it is Arcola's bowling alley, that wall.
Mm-hmm. Nobody from Tuscola could ever go past that wall.
That's right.
Arcola's a tough town. We ought to know some Arcola people that we ought to know. That guy looks familiar on the left.
No comments?
No,
This lady's carrying her purse under her arm, bet.
Bet she dropped her purse a lot.
Mm-hmm. Bet she did. Okay.
There's Arnhem Bear again. I don't know who he's talking to.
Who's the guy in the silk suit?
We should know him. It's not McQueen, is it?
No.
You recognize the mural in the background? For the location? There's Bear again.
That's Warders in the middle, isn't it? And then-
Yeah, Francis Waters, Tom Van Voris behind him in the background. Is that Monk Hackett?
Oh, I can't tell.
It's smeared kind of.
This guy's that Junior Decker.
Jeez, that'd be an old picture.
Huh?
Sound right.
Well, that way, if I'm wrong, I can always say on the left.
Eric Alexander says on the far right is Bob Henningsen.
Okay,
Okay.
I think he's, Bill and I defer to him and agree.
Yeah.
And Brian Henningsen says, is that Uncle Albert Ron, second from the left? And Eric Alexander says, Mom says you are correct.
Well, I would never argue with his mom.
No, Mom would know.
No, Mom would know.
She was a Henningsen, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Alexander's wife,
Yeah. Joyce.
Joyce. Well, there's Tom Van Voors again, Clarence Warder. I still can't figure out the mural. Was that Arcola also? Did they have a big mural down there over in the?
I think they did.
They had a room you
Could
could eat
be
in.
at the embassy.
Been a while since we've had a meal there.
Been a while since it's been there.
Give us her initials. We can get that girl. There's
You
a
want
60.
married name or maiden name?
Rambler?
Yeah, that's a Ford. Could be a Falcon or a Rambler.
Do you want initials for married name or maiden name?
What's the maiden name first?
BB,
Married name?
BH.
So the maiden name is BB.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda. BH.
Don't know her. Or probably know her, but can't.
Brenda Breen.
Becky Barnes Hollinsby.
Okay.
Becky Barnes.
Guy Barnes's daughter.
Yeah. I think I had. Did I have Becky in school?
I got that name on pretty good authority
Becky Barnes.
from Becky Barnes Hollinsby.
Well,
Right.
what does she know? I get Bill can't recognize his own wife last week. What does that mean? That's a high degree of probabilities, all that is.
Sarah, Becky says, I thought I was big stuff getting to ride in that parade.
I bet.
Yeah.
This is 62 parade. Oh, that's the courthouse where they had law day. They bring people in.
That's Newman.
Well, let's get,
That's McGill back there. On the far right is a McGill. I believe that's. the way
they
you
sometimes brought
pronounce
in more
that.
than one school.
Well, that's
Well, you would know,
true.
you would know every girl there then.
Well, I don't know if those are Newman girls. They're a little older. They're out of my league.
Oh, no, nobody was out of your league. If they were alive and walking.
Who's this?
That's
Look at-
Sukarno's daughter came over and sang.
Look at that
from the Philippines.
ponytail. My
Yeah.
goodness, he tied that up.
Yeah,
That's outside where? Oh, it's at the fair, isn't it?
yeah. Arthur Fair.
Is that,
That's
no.
Brenda Lee's. No, it's not Brenda Lee. She's about Brenda Lee's size. What was Brenda Lee? 5 foot,
She's
4'11"?
pretty small, I think. I believe she was at the fair.
WA. Now, who did WA have in? This is the courthouse back there. Those are judges. If you look back at those judges on the right, that's Jim Sherrick. Second one in is Helm, Harley Helm. Third one in is Walmsley. Fourth one in. And the next to the last is John Brown. They killed him at Harper's Ferry. I'm just kidding. I don't know who that one is.
I don't either.
And that's Reeves. So anyway, right to left is Jim Sherrick, Harley Helm, Walmsley, and Reeves.
So who was the staff at this time? I don't see Mrs. Bosarth, Edith.
Well, she worked for him.
Yeah. Do you have names?
No,
Anybody get the judges?
just you, Mike.
That's got to be worth some points.
4
Yeah.
points.
We're drilling for
It's either the
water.
it's either the hospital or the swimming pool. I'm saying the hospital.
That could be. I don't know. They got something dug out over here on the left, and
That looks like a Farm Bureau kind of.
that's what it looks like, isn't it?
I mean, I'm not sure. That's typical Farm Bureau layout.
Yeah.
What with all their signs and everything.
Let's just say
Welcome committee. Or newcomer committee, or what does it?
What does that say?
Women's Committee,
Could be.
something committee,
It's a committee, we know that.
committee.
Now, let's see, that's the Arcola girl, I think. I don't know who that is. That's a Tuscola girl. I don't know her.
I don't know her.
62.
No.
The pool shots are about 62, I think.
That's the one that
You can see Old Jarman's parking lot.
Yeah,
Kevin thought looked like Patty Phillips, but you guys say no.
I don't think that's
Well, I
bad.
don't think it is.
This would have been before I was born, so I wouldn't have any idea.
Right.
I think that's Jan Charnetsky, based on the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Jan Allison.
Well, that's who Gary Brewer thought too.
She was a lifeguard in 62. Honey, they had a picture of Kitty Keisha I recognized from her toes. Boring. Okay.
No.
Who are those elevator guys?
Well, the question is, which elevator is this?
Well, it almost looks like,
Fullerton's?
well,
Teresa Khan thought maybe it might be the Bourbon elevator.
you know what? I think that's right because you got buildings off to the right.
Yeah, they do.
Fullerton didn't have those. Tuscola didn't have those. Hayes didn't have those.
Okay, Bourbon.
That leaves Bourbon.
Yeah, we can't read it says Illinois, but we can't see the town name there, so.
Oh, my goodness.
I got all these.
There's something I thought was interesting in this picture. I thought it was a little risque for 1962.
Well,
Well, we used to
strap-
stand outside the fence and look in.
This was before spandex. Those straps just wouldn't stay up.
All the women have their straps down to try to avoid the
Yeah.
tan line. This one's got a little tan line anyway, but
The only one I think, this looks like Debbie Summerlot down here, the blonde, but I don't know. And that Judy Lewis? That's not Judy Lewis.
Debbie wasn't a blonde. Linda was blonde.
That's what I said, Linda Summerlot.
You said Debbie.
Well, you said Debbie.
No. Do I get a point?
a
I could be
point
Linda
for
Summerlot.
Becky.
Yeah. It looks like, I know it's not Judy Lewis, but it kind of looked like her. Now, here we go. Bill, this is your class.
These are, boys look like Arcola girls to me.
Well, who are they?
Well, I don't know.
That's
That's,
why we got so many out of town people in our Tuscola
Are they
files.
wearing warrior outfits?
oh, wait a minute. It's probably Newman, isn't it?
Newman
It's got the
Redskins.
feather.
Newman Redskins.
Okay, let me look at it a little closer here.
You surely have a fiance in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Is this the amphitheater
This is the old amphitheater, Mike.
at Irvin Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an old picture.
They must have lifted weights out there or something.
Call those, call up some of the folks from Newman. now.
Newman Redskins.
I think
Check
those
out.
might be folding chairs, Mike.
That's what I said. They look like weighty folding chairs. This is the New Christie Minstrels.
Yeah. They got musicians in the back, but looks like gymnastics in the front. I don't know.
Well, the drum section looks weak.
Yeah.
And the
50.
piano looks pretty weak.
Was there a 57 Chevy over there on there?
Yeah, but look at the H right there. This is Hugo. Yeah, 57 Chevy, 57 DeSoto or Chrysler.
Yeah.
Volkswagen Bug.
Chrysler Fence.
Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah, it is.
That's about a 58. There's a
Station
55,
wagon.
55 Ford.
Yeah.
When they don't know the people, they start identifying the cars.
That's what we do.
There's a maple tree. There's the Henningsen. That's
The Joyce right there,
Joyce,
isn't it?
Joyce Henningsen, Joyce Alexander on the left, I think.
I think you're right.
Well, Eric, that's who Eric Alexander says he would know.
He would know. It's his mother.
Who's the gal on the right?
I don't have any other names.
Well, I'm saying that's a minister.
Mike goes out on limb.
Is that Hurley? Who is that? Looks like Hurley.
That's who Tim Hole says. Reverend Hurley.
So how far am I ahead of Bill right now? Because I got
Way ahead.
I got the judges. And
By the
Hurley.
way, I never heard of this Hurley. How did you know that? Well, how do you know? You didn't go to the church there. Is
I
that
was,
the
I was
Lutheran?
I was a
church?
Lutheran for a few years.
You were?
Hey, there's
Oh,
First marriage.
yeah, but you didn't go.
Well,
there's a point available if you know his first name.
Reverend Hurley. Chuck. I'm gonna say Chuck. You say Bill.
Ed,
Ed.
According to John Always, Daryl Hurley.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I tried to give Bill a point.
yeah, that was good, nice of you.
Oh, that or the Rockettes came to town.
Boy, they sure did.
They weren't
This
quite.
picture's
snap-
a
They weren't
little
quite. snap-
blurry.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is amphitheater again.
You're guessing right. And there's
This
a
is-
storm coming in.
This is American Stars. What's that TV show?
America's Got Talent or American
Yeah, this is
Idol.
the first American Got
Or
Talent tryout.
there's another one, The Voice, or I don't know. All kinds of those programs.
Oh, the new school.
Catholic
Next to
school.
Catholic school, yeah. that's
Okay.
Corky
Corky
Clark.
Clark on the right. This is Arcola. Corky Clark on the right. Come on, we know these guys.
Well, all he does is look familiar.
You could land a plane on his head.
Yeah,
That's a good flat top. Corky was a half miler for Arcola, played
Mhm.
basketball, good guy.
still a good
Is
guy.
that Viberberg on the left?
I don't think these are all, I think this girl here might be from Arcola, but I don't know.
Karen Wynn says second front is Diane Bosinger.
Diane Bosinger. That's
Oesinger.
Who's the guy with the perfect
know.
flat top?
Don't have any names on that one.
that's because those are out of towners other than Corky. Didn't she get Cork?
Yeah, she got Corky too.
Yeah. That's at the little theater.
You think so?
And yeah, that guy in the center is O'Connor.
Yeah, Donald O'Connor.
Yeah.
Donald O'Connor, who played in what was that great musical where Gene Kelly danced in the rain?
I think so.
Dancing in the rain.
What was the name of that? Debbie Reynolds? Donald O'Connor. Yeah, I think you're right. This is Sullivan.
An American in Paris was a movie we went to at Villa Grove for our senior or junior prom. Gene Kelly, I think, was in it dancing.
There's Donald O'Connor. Let's see what that name of that movie was.
Dancing in the Rain.
Could be.
Should we sing it?
Singing in the rain.
I'm singing in the rain. Whew.
Anybody here?
It's
Hearing
that pond laying back there in the background.
Yeah.
What'd Gary Burr say?
I don't have anything on this one.
O'Connor, not O'Connell.
I wonder who that blonde is.
Did her top come off? Not that I noticed anything.
No. Or this child here that passed out on the.
Yeah, he was overwhelmed with beauty. Here's his movies here.
First National Bank clock, about 10 in the morning.
Gary Brewer says Jane Rothgeb, Under the Clock.
That's right. The girl here in the black might be Kitty Kish
No,
with the sorority shirt on.
I think it Girl in Rice Jan again.
Can you close up this one a little bit? Because there's Lois, or that's Carol Wilson. Now, these are Tuscola folks. Man,
Okay, that's Nancy, a little bit more. That's Nancy Norton, upper left.
Jim-
This is my class.
yes.
Okay, all the way over. Rita Van Zandt on the upper left, and then you start going across there. Not sure. Joyce Thomas, the third one.
Hmm.
Kathy Rice, Nancy Norton. Keep going. We're running out of room here.
Cromwell, or no,
Jim Allison,
Jimmy Allison.
Cromwell, Mike Kyle. Well, that's Wilson.
David
David
Wilson.
Wilson, Mike Kyle,
Bob
Bob
Wyatt.
Wyatt, Jimmy Bailey, Doug Carnine, Max Albritton, Ronnie
Nick.
Dick, Marianne Holste,
Jeannie Furco.
Jeannie Furco,
Linda Moore.
Linda Moore. Keep on going. That's the back row. Okay, go back and start on the other, start again. We'll go to the next row. That's kind of blurry. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I can't tell who that one is. That's Newland. That's Joyce Newland with that page boy
Second, Joyce Newland.
haircut.
Fourth one in is my sister,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Melinda.
Melinda Carroll. Fourth one in is next top row. Then Jim Allison, Denny Shuey. Keep sliding. Tom McDaniel, Maury Reese, Ed Alexander, Dennis Weber, Gary Weber, Alan
Gary.
Jones, Don Lane, Jane Rothgeb. Yeah, that looks like Nita Bozarth. They're hard to see sideways.
Yeah.
Okay, go back again. We'll get the bottom row. Or somewhere in there. All the way to the left is Tricia Wolf,
Mm-hmm.
Libby Kegley,
Kegley.
Becky's sister. Not sure. There's
Smith. Is that Smith?
This is Benner.
Okay.
Above her is Lindsay,
Jeanette Lindsay.
Lindsay.
This is Sonia Reese.
Sonia Reese, Maury's sister. And then there's Carol Wilson. Above her is Janelle Patterson.
Patterson.
Carol Pierce, you can barely see her beret. Dwayne Green. Pete Green.
Yeah.
Got her hand, I'm not sure there. This is what, Ernie Brewer.
No, Ernie's too.
Not
old.
Ernie, who is that? Roy Davis? That could be
Might
Roy.
be Roe.
Roy Davis.
Old Roe.
And keep on going. Barb Nuccio down here. That's Brenda Knapp. Nita Bozarth.
Elizabeth Van Voris was a wonderful teacher. And obviously she inspired many to
Well, we
be in
won-
chorus.
We won the state.
Yeah.
Should I be in that one?
You should be in this one.
Well.
Oh, I was doing a solo off the side. I was doing a solo.
I knew that was coming. Where are you in this picture?
Well, I was the star.
Are you in the back here? You're hidden?
Hidden. Could be.
Yes, right, probably right there.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at.
Hey, we got 90% of them.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's Carl Court and the
The
band,
band. Wow.
El Bando.
El Bando.
This is all 62. We did win the state. Now there's Libby. Did your sister play at the band?
Yeah, flute.
There she is.
There she is.
With
Flute.
white glasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sharon Cappy says these are the class, this has people from 62, 63, 64,
Right.
5.
This is class of 62 when we won the state band and chorus. And the very back, left to right, is
Tricia
Tricia
Wolf,
Wolf, Wetzel,
Sue Wetzel,
Sue Wetzel,
Jan Sodero.
Warnes, Carol Warnes.
Well, Carol's 66. Is there 66 in there?
No. And
That looks like Tamara Neal,
Tamara Neal, Doug
looks like it.
Carnine.
Denny
Denny
Kahn,
Kahn,
Doug Rice
Doug Rice.
is by Carl Court's arm.
There's Wayne Henniger. I just had it. He was my
Yeah.
dream last night.
Yeah.
Okay, get all the way to the right over here. Over to the right, we've got blonde is Nola Duency in white glasses and Jimmy Glenn sitting behind her. And my sister was somewhere in there. Slide across to the flute section. There's Jean Rothgeb. There's Judy Wright. Judy Wright played the bassoon. I played the buffoon. She played the bassoon.
Yeah.
That's-
Is that Danny Russell?
Yes.
Sue Ellen Christine?
Mhm. See the bassoon?
Mike, I thought you didn't like puns.
I did. I wrote an article about winning the
That's
state.
Connie.
I wrote an
French.
article and I said Judy played the bassoon and I played the buffoon.
Is that Nancy Forrester
Slide over a little bit more.
on the flute? This is Connie French.
Looks
Oh,
like her.
looks like it.
That's Nancy Norton. Maureen Teal was playing in that group. Can you slide any more or are you all the way?
It's all the way to the left now.
Great picture.
Band and chorus, they were, I think we won among all schools. Wasn't just small schools. I think with all schools we won band and chorus
We
overall.
did. That was our freshman year. We won something in chorus down at Albion, Illinois.
Well, that shouldn't be Libby then, because we were never in.
No,
school.
this was my freshman year and Libby's senior year. This is 62.
Okay,
But if it's
But-
freshman,
but Nancy and.
but Doug
Nancy.
Rice, we got Doug.
Con-
We've got 66 thrown in
Well,
there.
they threw some
There's,
reserves.
is Jameson play a trombone?
Looks like him next to Wayne Henniger. And who's this here in glasses? Blow up the middle there.
It almost looks like Wayne Leeds,
Wayne Lisa, blow up the middle right
but
here.
he's
Frank.
67.
A little bit more. Okay.
That's
Jeannie,
not Wayne.
there's Jeannie Furco, Dan Russell. That's not Wayne Leeds, that's Leroy, somebody. There's Jan. You're right. Jan's over here.
Mhm.
I think they brought up some 8th grade
I
reserves.
think you
Just
did too.
look at Libby here, honey. You got to get over here and see her.
I don't think that's Libby.
I didn't either. I think it is. She's playing the flute.
No, I
She's
know.
got
but
cat's eyes.
I don't think that's Libby, but that might be, I don't know.
Well, Bill doesn't know his own wife. You don't know your sister. What's wrong with you folks? Don't you care about your kin?
Next.
I say it's
No.
blow it up a little bit.
Don't know.
I'm saying Arcola.
Well, Janet Akers says that's her sister and her many years ago.
Who
Jan-
said that?
Janet Akers.
What was her maiden name?
I don't know.
Acres
That's
from
a
Newman.
That's a Newman
From
name.
Villa Grove, Newman.
That's a Newman name.
Well,
Donnie had an older brother, got killed in a wreck.
yeah, John.
130, 133.
Well, Joe McCoy says, what are two of the
It's
Arcola
Arcola.
ladies doing in the Tuscola parade?
That's right. They're Arcola girls.
It was a great time to be growing up.
Linda Moore,
Boy, she was a
pretty girl.
pretty girl. That's Cybold.
That's Fred Seibold. And there's,
Yeah.
if we look around the back, there's
I see Oaks in the back.
and Jeannie Furco
Janice
over
Furco.
here, Nita Bozarth. That is the girl in the seat is Armstrong. That's my class. That's Marcia Armstrong.
Marcia Armstrong married Warren Thompson.
Warren Thompson. Poor girl had epilepsy and wound up dying from it. And that looks like Donna Baird over here, partial.
Beard.
That's what I said, Beard. Oh, look, there's Bonnie Powell
Yeah, her buttons.
right next to Nita
Better have.
Bozarth.
This must be Miss,
Miss-
well, we don't know what it is.
Oh,
Miss
no, I think it
Tuscola.
was Miss Tuscola because Fred used to, his radio
He was the
station
MC.
promoted. Yeah, he was the MC. Then Dietrich took over after Fred. There's Carol Pierce. Carol Schroet, wonderful, wonderful gal, and married an old decal boy that built
Tom Pierce.
Tommy Pierce.
Yeah.
Tom. Carol had been a freshman. Back up and let's see the cars.
Wonderful laugh.
Oh, Carol sees the best in everything. She's very
Yeah,
positive.
wonderful laugh.
Everybody in our class just loves her. These are 57s, 57 Ford or Chevy. 50.
Yeah, pretty hard to see.
I think this is 62. I think Carol's a freshman.
Carol says she barely remembers this, but she remembers the dress. Says she was around 14 years old.
I remember the banana clip, the beret.
Yeah.
Brett.
Same thing.
Would she, Becky, correct you if say Brett?
Becky corrects me every 3 seconds.
I'm glad somebody does.
I want to know who this little boy is.
Probably your son and you don't recognize it.
I don't have any names on that one.
No.
Out of towner.
Well, that's a hard one to identify.
Oh, man. That's Linda Summerlot.
It looks a little bit like her. It's not Debbie, who you called out before.
Yes. Sue Wessel says that's Linda Summerlot.
Yeah, we had that.
I should get extra points for that.
I had her earlier. Laying
You
on.
called her Debbie.
No, Bill called her Debbie.
Yeah. That's Mrs. Flock, isn't it?
In the middle, Pat
Pat
Flock,
Flock.
getting ready to do a balloon drop. That's community building when they used to have a cigarette machine. Remember?
You're right. And they had a telephone. That's a
Yes, they did.
telephone booth.
Yes, they did.
That's a telephone booth.
You go in there now with your phone and just call.
Yeah.
Well, Marilyn Moody says Ralph Allen, Catherine Cooper, and Fern Jones.
You know what? That could be Catherine Cooper. You were wrong on Pat Flock. I told you that was Catherine
Well,
Cooper.
it looked like
Well,
Pat Flock.
well, Pat and Catherine were very.
Catherine Cooper, that's Ronnie's mother.
That's Ronnie Cooper's mother. Gary
She's-
Cooper, Carol Chaplin.
She's a lot better looking than Ronnie if he's
The phone
watching.
booth for the young people in the audience. A
What's
phone
that?
booth.
The phone booth. Yeah.
Ronnie Cooper
Mm.
lived in Golden, Illinois,
Golden Gate.
Golden Gate, Illinois, and his address is 3 houses south of the pop machine. He had 4 kids, Gary, Carol, and 2 Cooper girls, didn't they?
I don't.
The oldest one married Rodmaker. What's her name?
That's Jeff's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last picture didn't transfer for some reason, so I've got it separately. No, that's the one we just saw, isn't it?
No,
No, you,
that's something to do with the National Bank.
there you go. Couldn't see it on my end. I don't have any names, but got a
You
VIP.
know what? Now I'm going to give you a name.
Okay, here it comes. Drum roll.
Is that Becky Heading?
Well, she's got a Linux hat on.
Mm-hmm. And the smile and the face.
Did her dad do Linux? You work for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did about everything. Now, I may be way off on that.
Well, don't sell yourself short, even though you might be short.
At least I gave it a try, David. I made an effort.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
boy.
that's it for this week.
Well, David, those are,
Woo,
we both got brain cramp right now, don't we?
man, let's go to the pool.
Boy, I wish we could.
That swimming pool has been a lot for the
Did you
community.
swim out there a lot?
A lot.
Yeah,
Were you a lifeguard?
This is the last weekend for it, isn't it?
I think this is it. I've noticed the seniors swimming at noon all the time now. I think that's wonderful.
Well, when do we qualify for that?
Well, it could be a couple of years.
You have to put on trunks.
I can't just jump in with my cargo pants. I look like a cow on 2 popsicle sticks. I never wear shorts. Looks like they would snap any second I take a step. David, your column could have used about 10 more puns.
10 more puns?
Yeah, you were pun short. You
So
were pun deficiency.
I was pungent.
Pungent. David. I've always said, David, there's a special spot in hell for you. God hates puns.
A lot of people say that for various reasons.
It was funny. I'll say that it was funny.
The amphitheater. Wow.
If you can make somebody laugh, you've got a special gift from God. Thank God you and I have it. Too bad Bill doesn't.
Mhm.
Do you suppose that kids really recognize one another at school like we used to? It's a smaller population, but do they know one another like we did?
Who? You talking about what kids?
Well, just the kids in high school now. Do
You-
they?
You think there's somebody in that high school right now that 60 years later is going to be recognizing everybody? No, it's just you and I. Trust me, it's just you and I.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, when we were in high school, you
Knew everybody.
knew everybody.
Well, social media, you know,
What about it?
it's taken away from that.
Oh, yeah. No, we had 400 my senior year and got up to about 500.
Oh, eventually,
Yeah, I know everybody in all 4 classes.
but you just knew who people were.
Well, you guys have good memories. I knew everybody when I was there, but I don't remember looking back all the time. Sometimes I'll say, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, there's 2 theories. We have good memories and we never really escaped from
That's,
1960.
I've been told that.
Grow up.
Yes. Yeah, we've been told it.
I've seen the future and it's not too impressive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Some people just don't graduate, David.
Yeah, I've had 7 careers since then.
You know everybody in your class, David.
Yeah,
Everybody
for the most part. Yeah.
you had a good class. I think if you had a really good class, we did a 3-class reunion back 20 years ago, which was great because we really are best friends. We were so close. My class of 65 was so close with 64. And we knew all the kids in 66, Eric Flume and Clayton Harris. And
66 was us.
I mean, 66, 64, right. She corrected me again, David. Should I slap her?
No.
He'd love to get a comment.
She keeps me grounded. She grounded me 3 times last week. That's a pun. See, that's kind of a pun.
Quit sticking your finger into the outlet and she wouldn't have to ground you.
I grew up, my mom said the most fun in life is to poke the bear. Just poke the bear every day.
Yeah, somebody told me the other day I poked the bear and I wrote back, I said, I am the bear.
That's right.
Mhm.
Don't poke a guy that buys his ink by the gallon, right?
That's right.
That's what Bob Hayes used to tell me. Don't pick a fight with a guy who buys his ink by the gallon. Don't ever pick a fight with a newspaper guy. I think I wrote 2 letters to the editor way back in college that were somewhat critical of Bob. And at the end of my letter, Bob put his retort. Of course, he gets the last
Word.
word.
Yep.
Well, David, those are great photos. As long as you're surfing in the 60s, we got a chance.
And thank you to Elite Builders for sponsoring.
Yes, thank you, our sponsor. That's
the
wonderful.
show today.
Yeah, I hope this has resulted in some big contracts.
He even asked me if I'd bought the scanner yet, so he's paying attention.
Well, $1,200. Becky, you want to throw something in on the scanner?
We've got sponsors that are paying in, so hopefully we'll get that done soon.
Well, Bill and I don't have too much soon left. So we might want to get that scanner right away.
Well, we may be on strike. Kelsey Brothers, remember that?
Well, that's right.
Yeah. Although he said he'd double our salary.
My lips still.
That's not bad.
It was hard to talk. My lip is killing me, David, all during the program.
I would have never known that.
I hide my pain well, don't I?
Yeah, you sure do.
Somebody told me the other day, we asked somebody the other day, I won't mention her name. She says, "You're awful quiet there." She says, "Yeah, I realize I have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so I try and listen more." And I said, "That's funny. I've got 2 mouths and 1 ear." Well, David, you only give them so many years on earth to get it out, right? Express yourself, right?
Got a lot to say.
I've got a lot to say. There's a lot of crap built up in there over the years.
It was a good program.
Good program, David. We really, I can't tell you how much Bill and I enjoy doing this and how much we enjoy you letting us be involved.
Well, we appreciate you being
I know
here.
there's other people in the wings that love to come in here. I know Mr. Taylor covet this job and they can have it when we're dead.
Yeah.
Well, they're welcome to come on. I've been trying to get Bob for a while.
So you're saying you really can't get anybody else?
So, well, they'd have such big shoes to fill.
Well, 12 and a half.
All right.
12 and a-
But we'll see you next week on Remembering Tuscola.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye, David.